Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're totally demystifying the four present tenses in English. Seriously, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by English grammar, you are definitely not alone. Our goal right now is to take these kind of abstract, confusing rules and transform them into a practical, everyday toolkit. We're going to lock down exactly how, and more importantly, when, to use each tense. Here is a quick look at our agenda for today. We're tackling the present tense dilemma, then moving into simple and continuous tenses, followed by the perfect tenses, a side-by-side ultimate tense comparison, and finally wrapping up with common mistakes and a quick challenge.
All right, section 1, the present tense dilemma. So, have you ever actually stopped and wondered why English needs four completely separate ways to talk about what's happening right now? I mean, it kind of seems like overkill, right? But honestly, there is a brilliant logic to it.
Just take a super basic concept, right? Working. We have I work, I am working, I have worked, and I have been working. They all revolve around the present time, yet each one carries a highly specific meaning. If you just guess and pick the wrong one, you are literally sending the entirely wrong message to whoever you're talking to.
Moving on to section 2, simple and continuous tenses. Let's look at these foundational tools.
We're starting with the present simple. This is basically your heavy lifter, your absolute go-to for habits, routines, and undisputed facts. When you want to state something that is universally true, this is the tool you pull out of the box. The formula here is incredibly straightforward. You literally just take a subject and a base verb. And yeah, remember to add that S or ES for he, she, or it. This structure effortlessly handles your daily routines, like I study English every day, or big scientific facts, like the Earth revolves around the sun.
Now, I want you to think of adverbs like always, usually, often, and every day as massive flashing neon signs. Whenever you hear these signal words, they are basically demanding that you use the present simple. They are the ultimate clues for routine. But wait, what if the action isn't permanent? Well, that's exactly where we shift gears to the present continuous. This tool is built exclusively for actions happening right at this very second or for temporary, short-term situations. It is an action in motion. To build this, you just pair am, is, or are with an ing verb, and boom, you've captured the now. It's absolutely perfect for immediate things like, I am studying English now, or a temporary setup like, she is working from home this week. You're going to want to keep an ear out for signal words like currently or at the moment. Okay, section 3, the perfect tenses. These are essentially our time travel tools. I want you to picture the present perfect as a bridge. It tightly connects a past experience, or maybe some unfinished time, directly to the present moment. And why? Because the result matters right now. It's not just stuck back in the past. It has a real, living relationship with today. By combining have or has with a past participle, you get these really powerful statements like, I have finished my homework. The action itself happened in the past, sure, but the results, the fact that you're free right now to do whatever you want, is what actually matters. Your signal words for this bridge are going to be things like already, yet, since, and for. And that brings us to our fourth tool, the present perfect continuous. This is all about the journey. It describes something that started in the past and is still actively continuing right now. You'll often see this heralded by words like lately or recently. This tense beautifully mashes up the bridge of the perfect tense with the forward motion of the continuous tense. So, I have been studying for 3 hours. Think about that. You started 3 hours ago and you haven't stopped. It places all the emphasis, all the spotlight on the unbroken length of time. Section 4, the ultimate tense comparison. It is time for a side-by-side showdown. Let's take just a single verb, read, and run it through its paces across all four realities. I read every day is your habit. I am reading now is your current happening right now moment. I have read this book is a completed past action that's connected to your present. And finally, I have been reading for 2 hours means you started earlier and yep, you are still going. 4 tenses, 4 entirely distinct meanings. It's like a giant puzzle coming together. All right, section 5, common mistakes and a quick challenge to test your knowledge. You know, even really advanced speakers trip up here. First off, verbs that describe a state of being, like know, they do not take an ing. So we say, I know the answer, never I am knowing.
Second, the present perfect absolutely hates specific past times. You just can't say, I have seen him yesterday. If you're using a word like yesterday, just stick to the simple past and say, I saw him.
Okay, it's challenge time. Fill in the blank for me. She blank TV now. Based on the toolkit we just built, is it A, watches, or B, is watching? I'll give you a second to think.
Well, if you went with B, is watching, you absolutely nailed it. That tiny little signal word now is a massive neon sign demanding the present continuous, because the action is happening at this exact literal second. Let's try one more, and this one is a bit tricky. I blank English for 5 years. Are you going to choose A, have studied, or B, have been studying? Actually, here is the twist. Grammatically speaking, they are both totally correct. No way, right? But have been studying is definitely the superior, much more natural choice here when you really want to emphasize the ongoing duration and the real sweat of your hard work over those 5 continuous years. And just like that, we're wrapping up this explainer. You now have a fully equipped toolkit. The simple for your habits, the continuous for the right now, the perfect for bridging the past to the present, and the perfect continuous for that long duration. So the power is totally in your hands now. Which of these 4 tenses are you going to consciously use today to communicate your exact reality to the world?